Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the B.P4.1 mission from the Georgian Oil War campaign for the Su-25T. Looking at the mission briefing, we've got a morning mission in the summer. There shouldn't be much glare, but there is a pretty thick cloud layer that's going to cast shadows across a lot of the terrain and make spotting targets, especially in the fields, kind of difficult. Looking at the Allied flights, we've got a couple of Ka-50 helicopters flying around. Looking at the threats, we've got Avenger IR-guided SAMs, Zu-23 AAA emplacements, Stinger Manpad IR-guided SAMs, Linebacker IR-guided SAMs, Hawk radar-guided SAMs, and Vulcan AAA. There's also some A-10s and some AH-64s flying around. The AH-64s are going to look significantly different from your friendly Ka-50 helicopters, but you'll have to get pretty close to tell the difference. So unless you see them shooting at you or a friendly or getting shot at by a friendly, then just ignore any helicopters. The A-10s are pretty distinctive and you don't have any friendly jets flying around, so if you see those, do take a shot at them, help protect your friendly units. Looking at the mission planner, the objective of this mission is to protect 3 friendly tank groups. We got the first one down here in kind of a southern target area. The next 2 are these 2 up here in the northern target area. And to protect them, we have to destroy 5 enemy groups. Up in the northern area, we've got, zoom out a little bit here, got this one here. It's a bunch of Bradley IFVs with a linebacker at the back. He's just going to head west across this road for quite a ways before going off-road. We've got this group of tanks with a Vulcan at the back, similar, on the road for a while and then off-road. And then another group of Bradleys with another linebacker. It's been on the road for quite a ways. Moving to the southern target area, we got this group of tanks with a Vulcan. Going to only be on the road for a little bit before going off-road across the fields. And then the last group, we got another group of IFVs with a linebacker at the back, on the road for a little bit longer, but also going off-road through the fields. Other units to be aware of in the area, there's kind of AAA scattered all over the place, a lot of Vulcans and some Zu-23s. And then we've got a couple of SAM threats to worry about as well. We've got this linebacker here that's a random spawn kind of just past the bridge at the south end of this little town. That's a random spawn, so it may or may not be there. A little bit further south in the field, we got a man pad down here. Probably won't need to worry about that because you really should be staying far enough west to be out of range of that. And then we got a couple of man pads in these artillery groups to the north and to the south over here. You definitely shouldn't be heading that far east, so those are probably also no concern. The overall plan, we're going to take off out of Sanaki. Don't follow the route because of time considerations. We want to attack these southern groups first, so just take off out of the airfield, head south to the river, kind of start following the river past these squiggly lines. Find these 2 kind of larger villages here, and then this little village here. So looking, around that little village, a little bit south of that, depending how long, maybe even a little bit west of that. That's where we're going to be looking for these 2 groups down here. There's a good chance, even if you get started up real quick and get in the airborne real quick, you probably won't be able to get to this tank group before they're off the road. So you'll be looking for them in the fields. And then you've got a better chance of hitting this IFV group while it's still on the road. The advantage to hitting them on the road is that if you hit one of them while they're on the road, they'll kind of stop and scatter around the road for a while and stop moving. They will eventually get back moving again, but it'll give you some time to focus on other targets. Once they're in the fields, they're going to keep moving even if you hit them. So good chance you'll want to take out all these tanks because they'll probably be in the field before you get there. But the Bradley group, you may be able to stop them if you can hit them while they're still on the road and go focus on the north side for a little while. In the north, um, basically we're just going to be coming north from the southern area, finding this big city. It'll be pretty obvious as a big cluster of white buildings, and then looking for the long road that heads southeast out of there. That's where all these guys are going to be coming. We're going to want to catch them all kind of in this cluster of villages here before they go off-road. So basically, they're pretty easy to spot when they're on the road. There'll be little black dots on the gray road, pretty easy to spot. You're going to want to prioritize the SAM launchers at the backs of the IFV groups, but you definitely want to get all 3 groups stopped. Again, they'll stop and scatter off the road for a little bit to give you time to keep doing racetracks and kill them all. So essentially, once you've got all 3 groups stopped, you're just going to be doing racetracks. Doesn't really matter which way you turn after your attacks if you've got all the SAM threat neutralized. Once you got those 3 groups stopped, you can go ahead and check for this bridge linebacker, see if it's there. If it's there, go ahead and kill it. Feel free to use your wingman through all of this. You don't really have time to anchor him and clear the SAM threat before you engage him or get him to engage targets. Best way to use him is to lock something up on your cabal and then direct him to attack your target. If you just tell him to engage everything, he's going to fly around attacking all the anti-air and get killed pretty quick. So once you've got all the groups stopped, basically just keep doing racetracks until you kill everything. If you're having trouble finding targets in the north because they've scattered into the buildings and trees and stuff like that, you can come back, take a little time, come back south and mop up anything that you didn't kill on the south side. On the south side, if you've killed all the tanks and a couple of the IVs, there's a real good chance your friendly tanks are going to be able to mop up the rest, but anything you can do to prevent them from taking losses will increase your odds of completing the mission. Once all those 5 groups are destroyed and none of your friendly groups, those 3 tank groups are destroyed, then you get the mission complete text and you can head back to the airfield. All right, start the mission.
Разрешаю руление на полосу 9.
Let's see if I can come to the south end and get those groups stopped before I approach the ones on the road at the north. I think that little village on the water there, kind of center screen, I think that's where the enemy units are coming from roughly. So the friendlies are at this next one. Go ahead and get the pod in that area and start looking around. Yep, there they are. Alright, those guys are already off the road. Gonna launch 2 missiles. I'll launch the second one about 10 seconds after the first. Should give me enough time to slew over to another target. Alright, I'll launch that second one. Start turning away gently here. Gonna put out a flare every few seconds because I know there's a linebacker at the second group.
Занимаю строй.
Alright. Call in a wingman on the next run.
Обнаружена цель. Бронетехника. 11 часов. Второй. Облучение земли. 8 часов.
Alright, got a tank there,
Двинул. Атакуй мою цель.
and the other one here. Should be the last of the tanks.
Второй. Работаю по земле.
And I'll try to hit that linebacker at the back of that other group so the wingman doesn't get shot down.
Второй. На боевом. Второй. Пуск. Ракеты. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Бронетехника. 10 часов. Удаление. 1-0.
Alright, there's only like 3 Bradleys left, so friendly units should be able to take those. I'll move to the north now.
Второй. Занимаю строй. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Автотранспорт. 11 часов. Удаление. 1-3. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Объект ПВО. 11 часов. Удаление. 6.
I think that city over there is where the road's going to go to, so we'll get over the city, find the road, and find how far the road groups have gotten. Might be the road there. Trying to find the bridge. That must be the bridge over there.
Второй. Облучение земли. 4 часа.
Okay, looks like they've made some good progress there, so I'm gonna get on them quick here. There's a group there, 2 groups. So I'll send the wingman on a tank in that first group. I'll take the linebacker at the second group.
Двинул. Атакуй мою цель. Второй. Подтверждаю. Второй. Работаю по земле.
I'll see if I can hit the third group as well.
Второй. На боевом. Второй. Пуск.
Alright, all three groups should be stopped, and the road groups won't have any more sands in them. There still might be one on the other side of the bridge, so I'll come around and check for that.
Автотранспорт, 11 часов, удаление 1, 2.
That was close.
Облучение Земли 5 часов.
Trying to find a target for the wingman to take on. Got a couple here. After I send the wingman in on that, I'll look across the bridge. I don't have an angle on the bridge, I guess. Or do I? Right here-ish? Alright, I don't think that other linebacker is there. So I'll come back here and take that one. See if we can clean up the rest of those IFVs. Still on the road. There's one. Send the wingman there. I don't see any others. Let's see how many things shoot at me here. Looks like just one thing shooting at me, so I think the rest must be dead. Oh, no, there's two things there. Or maybe that was different AAA back there. Alright, we're done with this outside. Those are the friendlies, I think.
Облучение Земли 4 часа.
Alright, there's a target there. I don't really see it, but we got a lock on it. Send the wingman on it. There's one here too. Maybe I'll just send a bunch of rockets in there.
Облучение Земли 12 часов. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Объект ПВО 12 часов. Удаление 8. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Автотранспорт 11 часов. Удаление 9. Второй. Занимаю строй.
Rockets made a lot of fire, but didn't hit anything.
Облучение Земли 5 часов.
Send the wingman on that.
Звено, атакуй мою цель. Второй. Принял. Второй. Работаю по земле.
Oh, I can hit that one.
На боевом. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Второй. Занимаю строй. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Объект ПВО 12 часов. Удаление.
Not sure where those
9
explosions are coming from. Alright, that guy's getting back on the road. Send the wingman on him.
Звено, атакуй мою цель. Второй. Принял. Второй. Работаю по земле.
This guy's getting back on the road too. I'll hit that.
На боевом. Второй. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Цель уничтожена. Второй. Занимаю строй.
Saw at least one more unit on the road.
Атакуй мою цель. Понял. Второй. Работаю по земле. Второй. На боевом. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Цель уничтожена. Второй. Занимаю строй. Облучение Земли 5 часов.
Just kind of hoping for a random lock here. Can at least send the wingman in on it. There's a lock.
Звено. Атакуй мою цель. Понял. Работаю по земле. На боевом. Второй. Занимаю строй. Второй. Обнаружена цель. Автотранспорт. 12 часов. Удаление. 8.
Looks like we got at least one IFV still alive too. I saw some rounds coming from that. They're a little bit thicker than the tank rounds. At least the tracer is.
Облучение Земли 5 часов.
I'll go ahead and take a shot at this since the wingman apparently couldn't get it. Maybe it'll sneak in between the trees there. Oh, got him. Well, here's the IFE.
Строй. Обнаружена цель. Объект ПВО. 12 часов. Удаление 7.
Lost count of the tanks, but I think there might be one more hiding in here somewhere. Yep, there he is. Send the wingman.
Атакуй мою цель.
Looks like I'll be able to get an angle on him here in a second.
Второй. Работаю по земле.
Yeah, I'll sneak one in between the trees.
Второй. На боевом. Второй. Пуск ракеты. Второй. Цель уничтожена.
Alright, mission success. We'll head home. It's not very far.
Занимаю строй.
Continue to engage targets of opportunity or RTB. Out.
Alright, the airfield's right there, so I'll just go a little bit past him, turn around. Won't go all the way out. That'll do it.